Hey, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the conversation. I am your host, J.R. Reynolds, the founder of Egel Vision Productions and the host of the conversation. And look, here at the conversation, we talk to anybody who's doing anything positive in the community. We've spoken to doctors, we've spoken to lawyers, we've spoke to actors, singers, and today, we have someone very special that I actually met on Clubhouse. A lot of people may have seen me talking about Clubhouse, Miss Debbie Egel. So we're going to bring her on in a few. But if you are doing anything positive, let me back up, y'all. See, I'm so used to being so scripted because I've been doing this for the last year. So here on the conversation, we have been talking to doctors and lawyers. We've been talking to everybody here on the conversation, but we are niching down. We're niching down to start the conversation with independent gospel recording artists. So if you are a gospel recording artist and you're interested in talking on the conversation about your craft, make sure you connect with me. Not only will we be doing that on here, I'll be helping you grow your social media platform on Instagram. If you have a page less than 5,000 people, I'm going to be showing you how to engage, not only engage and go get your audience. What are you doing once you go get your audience? So if you're on Instagram and you're an independent gospel recording artist, make sure you connect with me. You say, JR, how can you help me? Because I've been in it. Not only did I start singing all my life, but I started my first song in 2010, took a break, came back, and I see how the independent social media network is. And my field is gospel. So why not bring what I can bring? But today, Miss Debbie Egel is a record label owner, y'all. So I'm super excited to be talking to her. She's an independent, indie record label owner. She has R&B and she has some dance up there. I was reading her bio. I'm like, okay, so I definitely want to find out more about the indie record label and everything she has going on. So make sure y'all join in, get in the comments. And I'm so sure that she's going to answer some questions. We're going to bring her on right now. Miss Debbie, how are you?
Hi, how are you guys? I love your energy. You're like me, super pumped.
I know, right? Exactly. You got to keep the people. We're entertainers, Miss Debbie. That's what we're supposed to do. You better tell them that's what we're supposed to do. Seriously.
Tell them.
For real.
Listen,
so what you going to say?
You got to come to Dave Tolliver from Men at Lodge has a room on Clubhouse on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. And he's doing an R&B singing a cappella contest. And he's got some dope people who come in there and they're gospel singers. So,
whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you for that. Honestly, thank you for that. So look, I want to find out a little bit about who you are. And I know you have a record label and you have a book and everything. So let's talk about just who you are. And then can we talk about Clubhouse just a little bit, how we met and how important it is, you know, as an independent artist to, you know, be networking and getting on these different social media sites?
Yes, I would like to talk about all of that. So don't get me started because I can go. But
let's go.
So first of all, it's Egel Vision Productions. My last name is Egel, so this is like a perfect fit, right? Debbie Egel. So,
exactly.
I actually have a small independent label. I have hip hop and R&B artists signed to it. Prior to that, I worked with the legendary 90s group High Five. So that's how I kind of came into the music world. My mom was a singer, actually. So, you know, shout out to my mom, rest in peace. She was a singer, so we always had music in my house. My brother plays the guitar, the drums, he sings. My other brother sang, so it was in my life from an early age. Then I got involved with High Five, and then I was with them for many years. And then I just decided that I wanted to do something on my own, right? Like I will keep it real, right? Managing 5 grown Black men, a DJ, a road manager wasn't easy, right? So I was like, oh, I want to work with some independent artists. So I started managing independent artists while I was working with High Five, which kind of was interesting, right? So talk about transition. I went from backstage in the green room in places where they were performing in front of 3,000 people, hanging out with everybody, to the Bowery, going into the basement where maybe 10 people showed up to see the independent artist. It was like somebody threw a bucket of water on me, right?
Oh my.
I am this is a different world, right? But I had a vision for myself, for my life. I had a vision for what I thought I could accomplish. I had a vision for High Five that they didn't have for themselves. So I was like, we're going to try this, girl, because I believe in me, right?
Come on.
So I always say you can be whatever you want to be if you want to be it bad enough. So I created a record label. I'm an attorney on top of everything. So let me just put that out there.
Remember that. Yep.
So I'm an attorney. I created an independent label. I started recruiting or working with some independent artists, but really who I was working with was people I like. Because I don't want to work with people I don't like.
We're doing gospel in a minute, y'all. I'm coming. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So, and I love R&B music. I have to say I'm a big fan of R&B music. So that wasn't easy. I think it was a little more interesting getting into hip hop. I met this guy named Light Up, M-A-R Light Up. He's still with me today. He does hip hop and I loved his personality. And because I loved him, then I started getting involved in hip hop, right? I would say like I am a mod in Dave Tolliver's room for R&B. That's great. I can tell you, yes, that's a good thing. I could tell you whether they're on, I can tell you if the melody's good, the lyrics, the diction, all that. But when it comes to hip hop, nah, maybe not so much, right?
Okay.
I know what I like. I know what I don't like, but maybe I can't articulate it the same way. So, but to make a long story short, I am doing a hip hop room with a bunch of hip hop people starting on Monday on Clubhouse, and it's a contest. So it'll be interesting. And I will learn.
Oh man, definitely. I'm definitely going to try to get in there. That is so crazy. So look, I want to talk about where we're going to back up. We're going to talk about Clubhouse a little bit. So how long have you been on Clubhouse? Did you know anybody? Like, did you just pop in a room? Because you're a lawyer, attorney and everything. So how was your experience when you first got on there?
Well, first of all, I am the special counsel to the Fleet DJs. Do you know who they are?
I think I've seen that, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so there's DJ coalitions around the United States. If you're an artist of any measure and you want to get exposure, the best way to do it is to get involved with one of the coalitions. There's, like in New York, you have the heavy hitters. In Cleveland, the formation of the group is the Nerve DJs. Down south, you got the core DJs. In North Carolina, you have the Fleet DJs. But that's where the principal, the CEO lives. So that's where it started. But like the Fleet DJs have 400 DJs across the United States. They do hip hop, R&B, dance, gospel. They play in the clubs, at parties, on internet radio, on regular radio. So if you want to get music broken, it's still today the way you get it done. One of the ways is you have to have the DJs pushing your song, because if they get behind your song and they push it, then it's a cheaper, easier climb, right? So I got involved with the Fleet DJs. Actually, that I'm going to make that segue. I went to a Fleet DJ conference. You'll get a kick out of this. People in the room. I'm on the panel. You got Jay White, who did Bodak Yellow for Cardi B.
Okay.
Philly Freeway. You got Brian Angel. And there were more people, noteworthy people. Ja Rule. No, not Ja Rule. It'll come to me in a minute. All these people. My first time at the conference. I don't know anybody. And I'm the only white person in the room.
Come on.
So I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to keep my damn mouth shut. They don't want it from me, right?
But how was it? What was the feeling like? How was it though, honestly?
For me, it was okay because I'm used to being in situations.
Exactly.
Right? I'm cool with it, but I'm like, I ain't going up against all these fucking guys. I'm just going to sit here and look pretty, right? So one of the guys got up and he was saying something about copyright and it wasn't accurate. So I was like, oh boy, here I go. So I said to the moderator, can I have the microphone? And I'm always pleasant and I never call people out. You'll see me in Clubhouse. I don't even do it there. I'm like, I understand why you said that, but my perception is maybe slightly different. Let me just tell you what I think, because I'm always polite like that. And they were like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Debbie Egel. I'm an attorney. That was it. Nobody in the conference wanted to talk to anybody after that but me. Everybody, question after question after question. So I was really taken back because there were 300 people. They were DJs, artists, everybody in the room. And I was like, there's really a basic lack.
Oh no, everybody, I think it's freezing. Oh man, we're talking to Miss Debbie Egel, and it was getting so good. Okay, I'm here. Okay, cool. I'm like, oh, okay. Yes, you were speaking. There's a basic lack of knowing, right? Was you going to say that?
Yes. Yeah. So, no level of education, sophistication.
Yep.
So I said to them, I didn't even know the CEO, who was Classic at that time. He was there, but I didn't know him. I said, I'm saying now in front of everybody, I'm going to tell Classic, he's sitting there like I'm the boss. When I come back next year, I'm going to develop a workshop and maybe he'll give me my own room and I could just go in there and teach you guys, right? And so when I left there, because I always do what I say I'm going to do, or I tell you I'm not going to do it, right?
Y'all, I may have to reach out to this platform holder because I don't know if it's my connection or her connection, but it has been doing this the last few nights. And okay, I'm here.
Okay, so I wanted to create a checklist. The checklist then became a checklist with little blurbs, and then the little blurbs became the first edition of the instruction manual, which is called For the Record. This, if you guys can see it, is my third edition of For the Record. So every year I change the cover so people know that it's something different, right? And I created an instruction manual. It started out at 60 pages, then it was 80. I think this is 130. It's not a hard read. Like, look, there's pictures in it. There's hyperlinks. I always like to show this one because I think it makes a lot of sense to people. It's where does the money come from and how does it flow?
Come on.
People don't understand that. Some money goes through the distributor, some goes through the publisher, some goes through the sync licensing. Like, if you don't understand where the money flows, how are you going to go get it, right? Because not everything is direct. Like when you go to the store, you pay the guy behind the register. That's not how music works.
Right.
You know where to go to get the money, right? So I created an instruction manual. Then I did an online course. And every year I update this. Every year I update the course because music business is ever changing. And I already came up with 2 more chapters to this book that will go in next year's book, or maybe if I decide to do it halfway through. Because there's always more that I can add, but it's like, I'm only one person, so there's only so much I can do in one sitting, right? But so I did that as a result of people coming to me with the same questions over and over. And I'm trying to educate people because this is what I believe. I don't charge what normal attorneys charge, not because I don't deserve it, but because I have a different perception of me and my life, right? Like, I always say, I'm not the white shoe law firm. I'm not bougie. I really am building a community of people around me. And as the community gets stronger, so do I. Yep. So I spend time really educating people, whether they're coming to me because they bought the book, they want to take the course, or they want a contract, or they are interested in working with me because I have distribution through the Orchard, or they want to be involved with my label. There's many different points of entry into my world, but I'm very concerned about educating people because a rising tide lifts all boats. And that's my philosophy. And I don't really care if sometimes when I'm on Clubhouse, which is fascinating to me, I'm trying to give people practical advice, not legal advice. Like, people will say, they'll, raise their hand, they'll come to the stage, they'll say like, I got offered a contract. What should I do? And the attorneys would say, you should send it to an attorney. And Maybe not yet. Maybe what you should do is go Google the people who gave you the contract, go check their website, check their artists, check their Spotify account, check their Instagram. And if it all looks good, then send it to an attorney. Because guess what? When you send it to me and I don't know them, that's what I'm going to do with you first. Let's get on the computer. Let's check their website. Let's check their. I even go so far as to check the artist repertoires to see if they get credit for writing. Like I'm out here because there's so many people that are full of nonsense. And I don't want to be involved with the nonsense, right? I can handle the truth. I give the truth. And if that's not what people want, then they shouldn't be around me. I'm very, very straightforward because you know what? Life is not a dress rehearsal. There's only one shot you're going through, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to worry about what I said to this one that I got to remember. I'm just not that person. So, I'm helping people live, right?
Exactly.
You got to spend money and get great music first and foremost before you worry about anything. Yes, an attorney is important at some point in your career if you're in the music business. It's not the first point of impression, though. The first point is great music, right? And then things. And then if you do it right, maybe you're lucky enough to get a contract. And then maybe you do need an attorney. But there's lots of BS contracts out here too, right? And independent artists need help. Make no mistake. They need help. But this is the point of my book and my course. And I would suggest to your listeners, it's easy. It's on emusicentertainment.net. It's a teaching platform. There's a blog. You can read all the blogs for free. They're all about the legal aspects written in plain English so that you can understand the music business. The book has all the graphics. It has all the hyperlinks. It's on the website. It is $19.95. If you don't want to invest $19.95 in your career, yeah, you're probably not the right person.
Come on. I'm telling y'all, look, it's going to pop back in, but that's exactly what I've been saying. If you don't want to invest $19.95 in your career and you say you're a singer, I'm here. Oh, there you go, Miss Debbie. It's back on you.
Okay, so if you want to learn the what and why, you buy the book. If you want to learn the how, then you come to the course, right? The course is 7 weeks. It's online. I bring industry professionals. I teach. I answer every question everybody has. I stay online sometimes for 4 hours in a day because I'm really trying to help people. And, my legal fee is $250 an hour. The course is $495. You get me for over 20 hours for that price. Like it's the best deal in town. Everybody tells me to raise my price, but I'm like, I'm trying to help people. I just really want to build a community of strong people. And I want to help them because they're going to come back.
Exactly, y'all. Everything I've been speaking today, they're going to come back. Give out that good free information. Not even free, but a steal. Okay, there you go, Miss Debbie.
Okay, so then I have an independent label. I'm currently working with about pretty actively 4 artists. They are all R&B, although I have my eye on this hip hop artist that I want to bring on. Where I've been talking to his management team. We'll see if it happens, but fire. So we'll see. I have a lot of clients though that are in this game. Record labels, independent clients with teams, all different variations of it. I work with the guy who's by himself all the way to going up to Sony to do deals. It doesn't matter. I treat everybody the same because everybody's got to start somewhere, including me, right? Everybody starts somewhere. It's really how you treat people along the way is how you're measured, not by money.
Come on, that is so true. And that's kind of where I'm at with building, helping independent gospel recording artists, build their social media. I'm not trying to say I'm a record label or exec or anything, but I have seen what people have asked me just on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I've seen how they're going these places and their flyers are just sitting, or how they can go after their own clients, go get your own people. You don't have to just sit, and wait for somebody to come after you. What are you doing for those people to come after you? So that okay, yes.
I want to tell you though, do you sing?
I do, yes. Have a single out right now.
Well, then you should be. Dave Tolliver is now in the finals of this iteration. I'm a moderator there, but then he's going to start it again. Like the person who wins this round, and there was some singers, man, some singers.
Oh, Lord.
They're getting a single deal with promotion. They got a microphone from one of the judges. They got an iRig from another. They're getting on a virtual show that I do that could be 20 to 50,000 people. They're getting books from Dr. Bob Lee. They're getting a makeover and from another judge. What else? Like graphics from another judge. Like all the moderators gave a present.
Yes. Are you?
And they're going to do it again. And I think the interesting thing is that you and your friends who watch Eagle Vision Productions should join Clubhouse, go to the room and sing because they really like gospel singers. And this girl, Terry's there. I wish I knew her last name. She's a real big gospel singer.
I think you said Terry.
There's two people. One is Terry. Actually, I think she worked with Beyonce. And then there's another woman who's a huge gospel singer. And she sang once, and I was like, oh my God. I didn't even know her, but I was like, wow, can this woman sing?
Whoa.
So the point I want to make, though, and the important point for you and your listeners is that it isn't even so much about winning. Sure, if you win, that's awesome. But the people in that room are so powerful and so real. Like you got Delight. I don't know if you know who Delight is. He produced Mary J. Blige, Boys to Men, or multi-Grammy. He's in there. So I've seen him say to artists, I like you. I'm going to DM you. Call me. I want to work with you. So whether you win or not, you may get a hookup in there that you couldn't have gotten before.
Yep. That is so good. So I definitely will be getting back on Clubhouse. I honestly kind of fell off, but I got back on there last night. So I'm going to, get back on and stay active because, man.
And I'm doing something similar in the hip hop lane, a little different. I would have loved to have done singers, but I love Dave, so I can't compare Dave. But I'm doing a hip hop contest starting next Monday. And what's going to happen is every week somebody wins.
Oh, my goodness. So she's doing a hip hop contest. We were talking to Miss Debbie Egel, my friend I met from Clubhouse. This internet connection, social media. I say this all the time. We can't control the static. We can't control the waves. Okay, so you're doing your contest starting next week?
Yes, it'll go for 6 weeks. Every week there will be a winner. They will get something. Then in the last week, they get to go on this show. We're going to have the 6th battle from the 6 weeks. Battle, well, do a verse and plus play a record because there's a difference between freestyling and be able to pull off a record, right? But everybody on Clubhouse is listening to music. And then I don't want to do the same old. And I don't like when they tell them it's great or when they charge them to listen.
Yep.
You come to my room, it's free. Nobody's paying because we're looking for talented, great people.
Oh, exactly. So that means you need to have your stuff ready. If you say you can rap, be ready. Don't come in here, don't even know how to rap, or we come to your page and your Instagram not showing, what you say you can do. Be ready, right?
Be ready. Be ready.
Gotta be ready.
Yeah, because everybody's looking for the next great talent, right?
Wow.
But it takes a couple of things, like talent alone. Sometimes I hear people talking and I'm like, okay, you got talent, but if you think that alone is going to get you to the top, you are sadly mistaken.
Exactly.
Sadly.
And you got to have that personality too. Look, the first thing she said when she met me, man, that's the
personality. You have to be nice. You have to be open to taking criticism.
Oh.
It can better if you think you're the best. you have to be able to perform. I don't care. You get in the booth and you can sing, but you have no stage presence. Done. And then you got to have fire in the belly. Fire in the belly. And I swear to you, I've been in this game for a long time. And I say there's 5 components. If I ever find somebody with 3.5, we're going to make it all the way. I can put all the artists together, and I'm lucky if I get to 3. And that's like putting them all together. And just recently, I met somebody on Clubhouse that I actually think they've got at least 3.5, and they're not even the artist. But I said to them, I want to work with you. Like, I'm real easy. Like, we can do a contract if that makes you feel better. We don't have to, right? Like, I just want to work with you because you've got at least 3 of these 5 elements, and I know that's what's going to take us to the top. So let's go.
Wow. So do we have to come into a course or to a class to find out what the elements are, or to find out like if we are a good fit for you if we're a singer?
No, I'll tell you straight out. Fire in the belly. Fire in the belly. Some talent. I don't even care if you're not that talented. The ability to listen, the ability to perform, and a great personality. And you know why? I'm going to give you the best example on record of who that is. Number 1 rapper, female. Who is this that I'm talking about?
Oh, Lord. I definitely probably don't. Cardi B? I don't know.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Think about it. She's got all 5 of those components. She came from the Bronx, from a stripper pole, but she won, and she was not that good. I'm sorry to say, Cardi, I love you now, not that good. But you know what? I explain to people, if I'm in the hood or I'm in the lab with the same old, I'm going to be the same old. If I get on the court every day with Michael Jordan, you best believe I'm going to get better. So you have to keep raising the level. You have to keep learning. You got to keep showing that fire, because then people, you don't need money. You need all those other things, and you will get there.
Yes, that is so good. This has been good to me because I am, again, an independent recording artist. Of course, have been singing all my life. I've been a gospel singer all my life. And that is, I do stage plays and have so many other things, but singing is what I've been doing since forever. Through high school, through middle school, that's what I'm known for. And you have really blessed me tonight, honestly, seriously, really encouraged me.
And I want to say to you, like, they do these plays on Clubhouse. Do you know about this?
What?
They do these plays, like they did The Lion King. Now they're doing another one, and they hold auditions for people on Clubhouse. Now, obviously, it's all voice because you can't see them, right? You could go, like Dave was talking about going to audition for one of the plays, right? You should really think about doing that. Like, if you can sing, then there could be a role that would expose you to people. And these people who are putting these plays on, they're all on the fucking A-list. Excuse my language.
No, you're good.
They're all A-listers. You know what I mean? They have the huge followings. They're making the money. Some of these people have been on Broadway. Like, you really should look into this, because it's a bar that you can reach right now before the app gets too flooded.
Got it.
I was gonna look it up, but I didn't have enough time because I was trying to put up the green screen. I saw that Facebook, and I don't know if it's true, so I don't want to spread rumors, but I heard today that Facebook is opening a conversational app on Facebook now.
Stop it.
Like, I heard that they had people, I don't know if it's true, in Clubhouse, because Clubhouse is blowing up.
Yep.
I heard that they tried to buy Clubhouse, and Clubhouse said no. They $1 million a month ago, and they said no. And then they got valued at $1 billion.
Come on.
And now Facebook is creating, or did create, a video chat kind of application in Facebook.
Oh my goodness.
I'll Google it when I get off here, because I'm like, oh, that's going to be a lot of controversy.
Right. And I think Instagram, somebody was saying Instagram was trying to do some similar same thing, but I think they're connected to Facebook, right?
Yes, they're owned by the same people. Yes.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy. That is crazy. Miss Debbie, this has been so awesome. Look, we can't give the people all the freebies. We're gonna need them to get the book and get the course and all that good stuff. But what is up next for you? You want to talk a little bit, I guess, about what's Monday and how they can get into that?
Well, if they're on Clubhouse, all they have to do is come to the room. It's going to start at 8:00 at night, and I can send you the link. So if anybody asks you, you can give it to them. Do I have your phone number so I can text it to you?
You don't, but I'll get it to you. We Eagles.
So
now.
I have that. I do these big virtual shows. So JR, if you really can sing, send me a performance tape, and I'll put you on one of my virtual shows.
It's going right to you as soon as we get off here.
It's really that simple. And there's probably 20 to 50,000 on these virtual shows.
Wow.
And there's a guy that I just asked last night that's from The Voice to be on it. And he can sing, man. What? And probably put you on the same week as him because I try to match up. Like we have a lot of hip hop. So at least there's 8 people on each show. At least 4 are hip hop, but I'm always trying to match it so that the flow is good, right? So this time we're doing R&B hip hop, R&B hype. Like we have 8 people, but we're going back and forth, back and forth. Last time we did all R&B and then the hip hop at the end.
Okay.
But that's really because sometimes it's about the followings. Like the biggest followings are on the hip hop people, so I can't put them on too early. But I wanted to see how it flows going back and forth. So yeah, I'm still experimenting with it, but I do a show once a month and it's fun and it's great and it's real helpful to artists, especially now with COVID.
Wow, I'm there. Like I'm going to sing you everything, but if you need me to shadow you online, if you need whatever, I'm there. Like I'm that guy and I'm serious. I'm those 5 things that you said you need. So I'm super excited to be connected with you for real.
Yeah. And just one last shout out, like everybody follow me. All my social media is eMusic Entertainment, ENT. My website is emusicentertainment.net for the book, the course, the blog. My label is emusicentertainment.com. 2 separate websites, but if you're in the business, do yourself a favor, buy the book. I promise you, if you don't learn at least one thing, I'll give you your money back.
Come on now, right? Come on. And look, I did purchase the book. I've already purchased the book. And she goes through there and tells you. And I purchased it the same night you talked about it on Clubhouse. But guess why? It's because I am hungry to make sure I'm doing things right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
but was it this one? Or did you buy the old one?
Is that very new? Is that the new one? Because it was about a month ago.
Yeah, this is the new one's only been up probably 2 weeks. Is it?
Okay, so I got to get that
30. Because this has got more in it.
Wow. Okay. And mine's is not the paper book either. I want the paper. I got the online book, but I probably need to get the paper one.
Well, but you can buy the printed one on Amazon. I have no idea what they charge, but my book is the same thing. It's a downloadable or an audio book.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm on it. Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. Any last words you want to say before we let you go?
No, I want to say one thing. Most people start in the music business as a hobby, but if you want this to be a reality and you want to quit your 9 to 5, then it can't be a hobby. It's got to be a business, and you got to treat it like a business. And there's a huge difference. And in order to run a business, you got to understand the business side. Yes, creative. Yes, you're artistic, but that's not enough to win.
Wow.
If you dream your dream, put in the energy to find out how to win, because you can be out here and learn it in the school of hard knocks, but it may take you 10 years and you're going to be broke by the time you figure it out. You can just go invest some money in yourself, whether it's me or somebody else, and learn this business. And then you can have other people help you because you understand the business. And when you invest in yourself, people are more inclined to invest in you.
Yep. That is so true. I've been seeing, I'm gonna let you go, but I see people that want the services, but they don't want to invest in themselves, and then they're still doing it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it wrong. Don't do it wrong. Invest $19.99. That's a large pizza. You know what I'm saying? And we do that a few
Right.
times a week. So
Right. Listen, if you can buy $500 kicks for the video, you definitely could buy a book.
Right, but priorities. What are our priorities? What are our priorities? A legacy I'm trying to leave. So, Miss Debbie, I thank you so much. As soon as I get off, I'm about to send you this because I want you to see that I can sing, Miss Debbie. I'm just
Thank you for having me, and I love your energy.
No problem. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Everybody, that was my new friend, my new sister, Miss Debbie Egel. Y'all, make sure you follow her on all social media platforms. She's an attorney and she has an independent record label, and she has a book out and a course. So make sure you all follow her. The biggest thing I got for on tonight from speaking with her is just knowing that you need to invest in yourself. If it's $9.99, if it's $10.99, if it's even just going to somebody, speaking to them, and you might not even, you're scared to speak to them, invest in yourself, bet on yourself. If you say you're in this thing and you want longevity, or if you want a legacy, invest in yourself. All right, y'all. I am J.R. Reynolds, the founder of Egel Vision Productions. If you're an independent gospel recording artist, make sure you stay connected for I am with you all how to grow your Instagram pages organically on social media with all the different tips. Did I say social media? On Instagram with all the different tips, going into those hashtags, finding your audience, and also once you get that audience, helping you keep that audience. We don't want to just go after the audience. We want to keep our audience. So make sure you're staying connected with me on Instagram. I thank each and every one of you. This is our last show for the week, and what a better way to go out than speaking with yesterday, Miss Jessica, and then on today we're speaking with independent artist or record label owner, Miss Debbie. They both were independent. Jessica was an independent gospel recording artist, and then we have the record label, independent record label owner. So super excited about these last shows, and you all know we're transitioning into interviewing gospel recording artists, independent gospel recording artists. That is where we're transitioning to, y'all. So I love y'all so much. Until then, make sure you're following me on Instagram. Make sure you're checking out all the businesses that we're promoting. We have several businesses and several singers that we're promoting. Make sure you go over to their page. Once you go to their page, whether it's a business or a singer, make sure you comment under their posts. And once you do, hashtag Egel Fam. That's just simply knowing that we got your back. You're a business owner. You're a singer. We see you and we're praying for you and we're part of your family. All right. J.R. Reynolds here. I love y'all so much, and there's nothing you can do about it. Until next time, I am out.